Office hours. Hello.
Hello.
What are we going to talk about today, Alan?
I was going to mention a issue that came out this morning, regression in 3.5.6, which almost certainly seems to affect you if you are using global retry strategies and want to press the retry button there. So recommend not using 356 and going back to 355 if you are on that. Just tracked it down to fix, which was to do with retrying when you have continue on in the DAG. But this is the particular error case which Sari brought up is that I presume they've got a global retry strategy. We have a global retry strategy at Pipekit, and it causes every DAG never to rerun. I'm presuming it may not affect steps, but it may affect steps. I haven't looked into that. So that's what I was going to talk about.
The issue number for that is 13003. Yes,
it is just that issue. Yes, yeah.
Okay, someone wants to read along at home.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a shame. That's as you say, that's quite. It was newly found today, and I think you only found the root cause in the last few minutes. So still quite early days, but
yeah.
For now, stay with 355. I think if you like retrying things.
Yes.
The only other thing we had on our list was about service accounts, and you posted the link to me, and now I can't click the link. Oh, I've broken Slack. Good. It was something to do with being able to run steps with individual service accounts, which is a thing not many people know about. So I guess that was why we wanted to talk about it. So you can, in a step/task, define which service account you want to run that individual thing with. So if you're security minded, you can use a specific service account for security on a particular step, and then a default service account, not the default service account, but a default service account on all your other steps, if that's what you want to do. The question from memory, which I'm sure Alan will be able to look up while I'm faffing, is it was about sort of dynamically changing the service account name based on who was running it or what namespace it was running or something like that. I can't remember.
It was which region they were going to run in.
That was it. And so essentially the service account can be driven from a parameter, just like quite a lot of other things in Argo workflows. So you could parameterize that with some sort of basic set of parameters, and then on submit, choose the service account you wish to use.
And that's separate from the service account that
that actually runs the workflow.
Runs the workflow.
That the service account that runs the workflow can't be parameterized because the workflow is at that point running and using the service account. So if you need to parameterize the service account that the workflow is running, you'd have to do some kind of workflow of workflows thing to trigger a secondary workflow with the service account that you want to use. So it's not quite as elegant. That said, I don't think I've ever heard of that requirement in the real world. I'm sure someone's had need to do it, but it's not come across my path. Whose question was that? Just for posterity, Alan? It was Josh. It's loaded now. he asked that in Slack a couple of days ago. So, I think that might have been all we had to discuss this week.
It was. I haven't got anything else that I've yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we will leave it there then, shall we?
All right. We'll
cool.
See you next week for whatever.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.